Hello, everyone. Welcome to Source Energy Collective. We're so glad you're here with us. We always chit chat before we start taping. Sometimes we don't even tape, and sometimes we just hang out. But today we were just sharing a couple of downloads that came in, and it's so funny how this happens, is that they were kind of the same. So we thought that this was definitely a message from Mother Earth, and also a lot of things are happening right now. We've made a couple videos on that, and just how Mother Earth is asking us to move through it, and then just different topics on that kind of thing. So today we have Larry and Barb. Do you guys want to say hi?
Hi.
Good morning to everyone.
And so what do you guys want? Do you want to share the downloads first? Barb, you go first. You share.
Um, the download that I received was that Mama Earth would like us to assist her in clearing trauma that is occurring in real time from Earth and transmuting it back from darkness and shadow into light and love.
Mm-hmm.
That was my down.
Mm-hmm.
Simplified.
That was really good. Sometimes it's so hard to explain what you're getting from, from like your right brain, the download, and put them into words. So that was really, really good.
Well, thank you.
So mine was uh, Mercury is in retrograde right now, so I want everybody to be aware about communication, relationships, and stuff like that, right? So when the ostriches took place, it really made me so angry and sad, and then the anger covers it up, right? And so I had to process that for the last couple days, really feel into that, really just kind of see where that, because emotions are flashlights, right? So it tells us where things are, and it's a gift from the universe to see where you can clear things, so process things, clear things. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days, just really feeling into the sadness, just really feeling into the anger. Once I feel into that, then processing it and this and that and letting it go. Maybe doing some journaling. I was just really working with Mother Earth, and she was really helping me ground and release. So having had said that, waking up this morning, I got the download that that was necessary, and to go through that, the processing of the emotions through this horrible, horrific event, and then to come out the other end. So, what it is when Three Eye Atlas came across Mars, we've done meditations, right? And the downloads that we received was it was activating codes of like the masculine, codes of like conflict, passion, power, strength, all those things of Mars and Aries, right? Leadership, all those things. And then the Three Eye Atlas went through Venus, and then it activated codes of like oneness and fusion and love, and going back to the Lemurian times of remembering how we were back then, when we were able to work together, when we were able to honor each other's strengths and take up the space of like where one person didn't do it all that great, the other person stepped in, right? And then now what's coming through is that we actually had to go activate those sections, feel into those things to bring it into one, which we did. And now we're being asked to expand higher, to go one step further into honoring, yes, all those things that happen, not jumping over them, not being, oh, I have to think of it in positivity and release it right away, but no, going through it and processing it until you get an understanding of why it affected you in that way, and then transmuting it and raising higher into that unity consciousness, knowing that like we are all one, raising our vibrations into being able to look beyond the chaos. And in that way, like after we've done all our work through it, right? I think that's a very important step, hey? Yeah. Did I explain that okay?
Yeah, that was great, Marcia.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think that this was you called a very major violation against the earth and the particularly the animal kingdom, because those birds were extremely valuable, extremely wise birds, and it's hard to accept, but as you're saying, we need to rise above. We need to do some meditations, clean out all those ley lines, and try to um, understand, but still move forward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Understand and still move forward. And I love that you brought up the ley lines because that is exactly what it is, right? Going back to the Lemurian times where we did those the grid work and clear the lines and charge the crystals and do all that. Um, so yeah, having had said what the downloads are, let's talk about how we're actually going to be able to support Mother Earth and what we're going to do, right? Do you guys have anything?
I think what you had said earlier, kind of off camera, about doing the meditations and then viewing the light into the grid lines is how we're going to support Mother Earth. So,
Yeah, what we frequently do, of course, we form a circle,
Yeah. Unite.
spiritual circle,
Yeah.
and we bring protection to anybody and everybody, and then we recognize, of course, what was done, and we try to release it.
Mm-hmm.
We try to accept it, and do all the cleansing of the earth, and by healing the earth, we also are healing ourselves.
Absolutely.
beautifully said, Larry. Beautiful.
That's exactly it. So, off camera, we were talking about concrete ways where we can do this on a collective level and on an individual level, right? So, however, this has made you feel, and I'm not telling anyone what to do, I'm just sharing my process with you. There's different ways to roam. Some people, they feel it and then they just release it right away, and that's great. One thing that I think is missing on that, and that's what the download that came in was, process it, right? Feel it, process it, and then transmute it. So, what I would suggest to do is to do a lot of journaling, right? Journal out your feelings. Put There's something magical about writing. We've already discussed that. So, write it. If you're not a writer, talk to text, right? Just get it out. Other than that, be careful not to activate and magnetize it. This is with the intention. Intention is everything, right? The intention of processing, of getting it out, of giving it a channel to flow out of you. So that's one important thing. And then after you do that, after you figured out why it's coming up, why it's hitting you so bad, whatever reason that is, you put the whole situation into a ball, right? You just picture a ball. You can also hold the ball, and when you charge it up, you rub your hands. We're just going to do this. Charge it up, rub your hands, form a chi ball, right, in your hands, and you can feel. Oh, and another thing is, I want you to be able to feel the energy. Sit there for about 5 minutes and feel into between your hands the energy that's in between your hands. For me, it always feels like buzzing. It's like a warm buzzing. And then sometimes my hands will move out as I fill the ball with source center vibration. Or you can Om chant into the ball to charge it. So you're going to Om chant into the ball just with your intention. And then you're going to put everything that you've come up with into that ball. all the feelings, the situation, your anger, your sadness, right? After you've processed it. And then you're going to Om chant into it. Sometimes your hands will move together. That's what mine does. Sometimes they won't, but you will know when it's gone. Sometimes it'll get lighter, right? Notice all those feelings because I'm going to take you through another thing. This is your practice. Practice feeling the subtle energies because it's necessary for another thing that I want to share with you guys. So after you do that, you'll get the intuitive hit that it's gone, right? And then do a few more om chants into it just to make sure, right? Is it all gone? You know? So process and then release. So that is on the single level. Can you guys talk about anything for the collective level or anything to add for the single, for the personal?
Yeah, I think that also add once you've done the release work, you relax and you savor the work that you've done. And and I think that and realize that, you know, how you feel. And you know, the other thing that the reference to what Marcia said is that the veil is very thin now between the spirit world and the 3D world where we're residing. And you have to be careful with your thoughts and words because you don't want to be, if you're stressing over something and worrying about something, you know, you're bringing it too much into the reality. So just be careful with your thoughts and words.
Mhm. I think it goes one step further than that. Yes, it's your thoughts and words, but manifestation takes alignment too. So after, so that's how the mind works, right? It's like you have a thought, then the feelings follow. It's those feelings that are attached to the thought that's going to bring things forward, you know? So yes, it starts with a thought, and a lot of people focus on that thought. But if you sit in it for a long time, don't process too long, right? Give yourself a time where you're going to process this, you know? If you sit in it for too long, those feelings are going to bring more of the same. So it's like a combined kind of thing. It's the thoughts and the feelings that bring into our reality what we're thinking in the causal, right? The causal to the physical. So another thing that you talked about was, do you remember the reason for savoring it? Oh, this is good, Larry.
Let's see. Why do you savor it?
So good.
You know, so you it sets inside of you, but you can give me the
No, you did it. You got it. Um,
thinking of.
also the consciousness scale, right? It's a really freaking
Yeah.
proven way that we've checked it, we've done it, we've proved it to ourselves through dowsing, through the pendulum. You can actually use the pendulum to figure out where your vibration is, right? And we will share all this information with you guys later on, so hold tight with us. But that's why I want you to start feeling into your subtle energy, because it takes that an awareness of the subtle energy to work with the pendulum, which you will eventually become a pendulum. But so as you're savoring the release, you're going to feel the release, you're going to feel the clearness, you're going to feel the lightness. And as you feel that, your vibration is high. And so as you savor it and remember it, right? You're raising your vibration, like you're literally raising your vibration from 30 to 50. It's the map of consciousness from David R. Hawkins, correct? Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
So that is another good way of raising your vibration. And every time, habitually, you can bring back that feeling Remember that release, because that release and just remembering that feeling and sitting into the feeling of release and enlightenment and expansion and lightness will again raise your vibration. So you're raising it up slowly, slowly using that memory. So good call, Larry. That was awesome. I wasn't even going to talk about that. So we talked about the collective, so or the personal, what to do with all these feelings that we're having, and what Mother Earth is asking us to do for her. And I feel like this whole situation is a chance for us to help her, right? There's a lot of fear under the ground of the ostrich farm in Edgewood, BC. So, what we're going to do is we're not going to be scared of the shadows. We know that we are walking in the light. We're going to hold a meditation on Saturday where we can do exactly what Larry said, was come together in a spiritual circle, unite our powers, and we're more powerful than doing it alone. So I would highly recommend for you guys to join the event page on Facebook, Source Energy Collective. It's free. It's just so that we can do this for Mother Earth. And we're going to go in there and we're going to feel that all the fear, all the trauma that the ostriches felt. And then we're going to clear that out, and then we're going to clear the grid lines. So that's our service for humanity and for Mother Earth. So yeah.
Perfectly said.
Want to do it? Yeah, let's do it. So that'll be out this Saturday. But let's pull some tarot and see what Mother Earth, our spirit guides, higher source wants to tell us on. Maybe let's make this question kind of moving forward from like talking about the aftermath of everything. Is there anything that spirit and our guides want to show us? Any messages for humanity to move past this in a way that's aligned with the new earth? You can pull on anything you want, but that's kind of like just me talking. How are we going to move forward from this that honors our voice, honors our power, and moves humanity forward into the new earth? Let's shuffle one more time. All right. Yeah. You know, one of the downloads that you did tell me before we started taping was that this is kind of like a practice round, because there's a lot of things that are going to be happening. We've said it before, 2026, fire horse year. A lot of things are going to be happening, and this is kind of like our first kind of hurrah practice for people who know how to do this hurrah on how to transmute those energies in line with where we're going, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull more cards. Anybody can go if you guys wanna.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Larry.
I just pulled one card, the Three of Rods, and it's a dignified man watches from the shore as ships return to the harbor. Trade and bargaining are on the horizon, although compromise is necessary. You are negotiating from a position of strength. And my question was more specifically, what can we look forward to in the new year and the new earth? So we will be bargaining from a position of strength.
Oh, nice.
So that means that we will be able to rise up and be in a position of strength.
Yeah.
Also, the Three of Wands for me is like a portal card, right?
Oh.
It's like a gate. It's like we're moving through a gate.
Yeah, in the new earth.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Well, that was succinct. That was perfect. Do you
Yeah,
want to go next, Marcia,
no, you
or
go. You go.
I asked what we can do, how humanity can assist Earth through the next while, and I got Scarab Beetle, magic works through you. Whale Spirit, so trust in Mother Earth. Also Squirrel, believe in yourself. Seahorse, watch and wait.
Hmm.
And Wombat, spirit, be at home. So I think basically she's saying, she is going to work together with us, and we're going to be able to, if we believe in ourselves, believe in her, to transmute what's going on, and we can be at home on earth with her in a nice co-creative relationship. I also pulled more because I pulled from two texts, which was really funny. More confirmation. We have an opportunity. We need to experience life as it comes with what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
We need to choke out the ego. It's an opportunity to not listen to the ego. Confidence in ourselves in the magic sword.
Beautiful.
We're protecting the future
Yeah.
by healing all the traumas. We need to be adaptable,
Yeah.
and we have resourcefulness.
Wow, that's some really truth you're spilling there, Barbara. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. The cards just are. I was really called to this weekend. I wrote about almost pages worth of stuff, and it wasn't just this one download. I was having a few. I spent kind of the weekend on Saturday just up in the clouds. I had to go for a very long walk. Anyway,
I'm
but
really
yeah,
interested to hear what your downloads were.
well, I'll
Let
share
me
the
read,
rest
yeah,
at
let
some
me read the
point.
cards here. Oh, okay, not today. So whenever you're ready to share.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I think this one's covered for today. I think this was a pretty major topic.
yeah. We'll save the rest. Um, so my question was, does I'm doing a new kind of thing with my cards, hey? I'm asking because I always want to ask clarifiers once I get my cards.
Oh, nice.
So I'm doing a different thing. I'm pulling two kind of lines of five cards, and they always seem to mesh, right? In the end, they mesh. It's like a deeper layer for the first card that comes up. So I asked, what does Spirit, Mother Earth have to share with us on how the aftermath of this whole ostrich thing and how we're going to move forward from that? This is the Emperor. So this is what it's saying that the situation is in the world right now. We're being like ruled over, right? We're being kind of controlled. And that is the systems of the past. And then look at what comes up after the death card. So that is like the transition away from that. And also it's like, we're getting a lot of like help from the sky, right? Like from the divine. We're getting a help from the codes that are coming in. We're getting help from, oh, I just lost that thought. So then it comes to the King of Pentacles, and this is the reason why we're being held in control, is for the survival of the old systems, the money, the financial. Well, we can all see that the financial systems and all the systems are actually broken, but this is like, that's what they're holding on to because they came out like all together, right? That's what's transmuting. The control is transmuting, and so is like the old systems of keeping us as slaves and in lack, and the ones above in control. This is going to move very, very fast. This is the Chariot. It's the fastest card. The Chariot and the Eight of Wands is the fastest card in the deck, right? So when this comes out, it's like this is going. And then the children. So I feel intuitively that this is saying to us, like, this is the advice kind of position. Do this for the kids, do this for the next generation, focus on the children, right? Like, a lot of us are tired, and a lot of us have been through this for many years. Some people have woken up like a long time ago with all these, it's gonna happen, things are gonna change. And sometimes you lose kind of like hope, right? And stop listening to your heart. So if you're in that state of tiredness, especially after this, right? Remember that we're leaving this earth for our kids, right? For the next generation and the generation after that and the generation after that, right? So our choices affect them big time. And above the Emperor, check this out. This is so cool how this happens. Above the Emperor is the Six of Swords. So then I asked, like, any more advice on what should humanity actually do? And I got the Six of Swords. And so that again is tapping into that passion, that voice, however you want to use it, right? Remember to process it so that we can use it with our feet firmly in the ground and our root chakra firmly like connected to Mother Earth, so that we are not stupid and impulsive, right? So after that is what we do to get over that. Does that make sense? Six of Swords, go into, I don't want to say go into battle, but don't lay down, right? Don't be scared of the shadows. Don't be scared of that feeling of the shadows, the darkness, because we are having so much help right now to transcend that darkness. And how do we do that? In unity, right? The Two of Cups, in unity. How do we get past the transition? How do we survive the transition? Because what Barb was saying was that a lot of things are going to happen. This is our kind of like practice on how we deal with all these crazy situations that are there to get us in fear. Anger, right, is through what we said before, processing it, not be scared of the shadow, and then just doing that really simple release technique of letting it go, right? And then learning from it, because we came here to experience all this in the actual truth of it all. So how we get through the transition of what's going to be happening, all these situations, is to rely on each other, to be united. This could also talk about the fusion, to let go of all the masculine and feminine and to know that you are both, right? King of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles. How do we get rid of like the systems that are keeping us enslaved? We play the same fight, really. That's the Knight of Pentacles, right? So we recognize that we also have abundance, even if you can't see it right now, right? Even if like the world seems so chaotic right now, we also have abundance. What came through yesterday as I was processing was again my same message: look beyond the chaos. And what happens for me is I feed some blue jays. They are my friends. I call to them. I have a special whistle, and then they come and they get a peanut. Sometimes they call to me to tell me that they're outside, and then I go out with a peanut, right? But whatever it is that helps you look beyond the chaos, they help me look beyond the chaos. Do that, right? And walking away from illusions, 8 of Cups. 8 is a karmic number. So we're walking away from a lot of karma that is in the earth right now very, very quickly. So just recognizing that and knowing, another thing that is helpful in navigating this is knowing that in order for these systems to fall, we need to go through that, what did you say, resourcefulness, right? Be resourceful, you know? It might not look normal, it might feel very weird, but just know that like we're resourceful and look at it like an adventure, right? Like you're camping and you're adventuring somewhere and you're going to a brand new world and you're building from like ground up. It can be exciting, you know? Just one
Wow,
example.
that was a yeah. Go on, Marcia.
Just one more. I know I pulled a whole bunch of cards. I'm so sorry. Maybe I should just pull three. So Ace of Cups and the Magician. So the magician to me sometimes can talk about like, oh, look over here while I do this little trick over there and make you believe that I'm doing it. But this one to me right now, what it's saying to me right now is the power of manifestation, right? So we're leaving this world for our children. We, even though we're tired and beat up, we're gonna put on our big girl panties and go because this is for our kids, right? And it's the power of manifestation. And it's what Larry talked about. Careful of your thoughts. Do not go and sit in those feelings too long because that's what's going to bring it in, you know, after you process it. So,
Wow,
Beautiful.
that was something, Marcia. Congrats on that. I think I'd like to add to what Marcia said that yes, we all volunteered willingly. We weren't kicking and screaming. We wanted to be here now. This is a great time to be alive, and we have to act that way.
Yeah.
And I think so. Make sure you're grounded. I know we're the six card there. I know it's you could say okay, it's a battle, it's fighting, but yeah, there will be fighting, but we'll fight from the point of integrity and love.
exactly.
Spiritual battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because
Not
like
the
that,
physical.
sorry, Barb, go ahead.
I said, oh, it's just going to be the spiritual. We'll fight from the spiritual perspective versus the physical.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
beautiful. Ah, great cards.
That also talks about like why all these things are happening is to put the fear and the lack and like making us so busy is because it takes us away from that spot. It takes us away from being able to use our voice in a, I'm not going to say like in a powerful way, not a reactive way, right? So I'm getting so many goosebumps. So two other cards came out for me, and the reason why this spread was I just wanted to do a shout out to Readings with Brienne, because she has a Patreon channel and she's one of my really good friends, so I want to support her, right? And so she's away in Egypt right now, and I was like, I'm gonna watch all her videos, so because I miss her. So I was watching her videos, and I watched the tarot videos, and she takes you through the journey of your own tarot journey. And she actually kind of reminded me of something to sage your cards or to clear your cards, and then to charge your cards, and then to put crystals on your cards, all with intention, right? And so I did that this morning, and like it's obviously like happening because I imbued the crap out of my cards. Anything else, you guys?
Yeah, it's a great reminder. You can put an intention in anything, in a glass of water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's very good. Just start your day with intentions, really.
Mm. That's beautiful. And that's what we're going to do this Saturday. We're going to do even more than that. We've cleared the waters. We've done a lot of grid work together. And now we're just going to take away the trauma and the fear and death energies under the earth, in the earth of the ostrich farm, and just transmute that back into harmonious alignment, love, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if you guys have anything else to share. Bye.
Not on that
Nice
subject.
talking to you.
It was so nice hanging out with you this morning. It was, yeah, I'm glad we could bring out those messages from Mother Earth and the divine. If you like this video, just don't forget, like, share, subscribe, comment, and try to come on Saturday for the meditation, because the more people we have, the stronger we are, right? So we'll catch you next time.